This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I'm your host, Me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
And we are the ADHD of podcasting, and we are coming to you from that little trailer park in Malakoff, Texas. Babe, what does Malakoff have to offer us today?
That it's in Henderson County.
Woo!
Other than
winning.
that, yes, that's about it. And I'm sure somebody is from there. I just didn't find anybody.
It's fine. And we are the #1 rated podcast by people who fell off the roof while putting up Christmas lights.
Oh, thank goodness that was not me.
No kidding.
Oh my God.
Are you tired?
My muscles feel like I've been run over by a truck. Muscles I didn't even know I had. I was like, I thought they left a long time ago.
I was doing a lot of editing this week, right?
Yes.
Actually, I do a lot of editing now. I noticed last week I was feeling a little better, had a little bit more pep in my step, and focused a little bit. And, you and I started taking a product called Magic Mind.
We did. We were given the opportunity to get some of this and try it out. And so we've been doing this for, a little over a week or so?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know about you, but it was funny. The first day that I took it, I didn't know that something actually could work that quickly.
Really?
But like every day at work, about an hour or so after lunch, I get so tired. I just want to nap. I can't focus on anything. I'm just like, I'm done.
Oh.
From day one, when I started taking this,
Oh, yeah.
I noticed I didn't have to feel like I needed a nap that day. And I was like, what? I mean, I didn't think about it till after the fact it was time to go home. And I'm like, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Maybe it had something to do with that little shot. I don't know. But every day that I take it and I go to work, I don't feel like I have to take a nap every single day after lunch.
Well, you know me and my workflow during the editing. I am worse. I am like squirrel. Every opportunity. And sometimes it is hard to focus and to get the work done. But over the weekend, I was able to knock out about 6.5 hours of video editing. It does seem like since I've been taking it, though, I've been able to focus more on getting the work done. It's working for me.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely working for me, too. I looked up some of the ingredients, and a lot of them I can't even say, but I can tell you, like matcha is, I don't know, the Earth's green tea type stuff,
The Earth drinks green tea.
The Earth drinks green tea. It's like nature's extended release caffeine is what it is. That's why it's green, I guess, right? And this would probably be good if you added it to a smoothie or something like that, because when I took it, I mean, I could taste like the matcha, the green tea taste, but for me, it had a sweet aftertaste, which I thought was really nice. I couldn't really put my finger on it. It took me a while, but for me, it's almost like a mandarin orange aftertaste. But I looked at the ingredients, and it doesn't say anything about mandarin oranges or anything. No. It's got a lot of stuff that
Maybe your mouth is just weird.
Yes, I can't pronounce any of it except for like lion's mane mushrooms. The lion's mane mushrooms actually helps you reduce anxiety and inflammation.
Well, look at you go.
I know. But like I said, it was a lot of stuff that I couldn't pronounce. But the matcha, you definitely could kind of taste it. But it really, for me, thinking about it, it really has kept me more focused.
So if you want to start your day off with a little burst of energy,
or at least try to stop taking a nap at work every day, you actually should give this a try. That's magicmind.com/alwaysright.
Use code MEANDMRS, that's MEANDMRS, for up to 56% off of your first subscription or 20% off of your next one-time purchase. Again, that's MEANDMRS, MEANDMRS, for up to 56% off. It also works if you're already a subscriber. You can use it to save on your next subscription payment. So make sure you order using our link in the description, and don't forget our code MEANDMRS. So back to the Christmas lights. You were up there all day yesterday putting those Christmas lights up.
Yes. Well, actually, I basically spent all weekend outside doing stuff all weekend because it took me, I did the yard work Saturday and that took me several hours to do. And I still didn't get it finished because apparently I will never be able to get the stickers out of the yard. I can't.
You know where they're coming from.
I know exactly where they're coming from. I can set fire to their yard, but that would be about it. The only way
I would
I'm
fucking
not
pay to
it.
see it. I would
Oh my
pay
God,
to see
me
it.
too.
But this goes back to why I fucking hate the holidays. I hate the hoopla surrounded around the fucking holidays.
You know what? And it's funny because like Saturday, I did spend, yard work and then I spent hours putting the clips together for the lights. And then yesterday or Sunday, I spent all day, you are correct, putting up the lights. And you're like, you know what? I mean, you don't have to do it. And you're right. I don't have to do it. I know it's a lot of hoopla. It's a lot of commercialism and everything else. And I told you, you're probably right. I could probably not put these lights up and the kids would never notice.
Or care.
You're right. But I don't do it for them.
I know.
I do it for me.
But here's my issue. Here's my issue putting up the Christmas lights, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if this started way back and growing up in the trailer or not, right? But my mother wanted to decorate the trailer.
Heck yeah.
Well, yeah, right?
Yeah.
We have Christmas lights around it, okay? And that's fine. You don't got to be all trashy and shit because you live in the trailer, except we were trashy. But
no, you were trashy.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So I did, man, I'm like fucking 13 or 14. I don't know the first fucking thing about hanging Christmas lights. Okay. And staple gun. I could never get them. Oh my God. I think this is when I first realized it was horrible, right? Because the lights were not perfectly, you
want them straight. You don't want them.
So it's got to be symmetrical.
Now they have the icicle lights that hang down.
Right.
But, you used to give them a curve, like you do, I guess, the garland or whatever.
Well, the lights would droop, right?
Yes.
I can't do that.
No.
No.
Oh, I know. That's why I have to get up.
Actually.
And 1,000 lights have to be put perfectly in these fucking clips.
Shut the fuck up.
Just exactly. Or you're like, well, that one's not quite pointed the same way. Well, motherfucker, you get up there and do it.
Number one, I can't, right? Because I told you, I told you.
You don't want to fall off.
When I was 20,
I don't want to fall off either.
When I was 20, I could have hit the ground and been fine.
Yes.
All right. Now I turned. I turned
be a little more careful. Nowadays.
There is no such thing. I turned 50 in a week.
Yeah.
Now, if I fall, I don't give a fuck if I fall off the kitchen chair. It's a care fight event. All right. It's an ICU party. It's how many body parts can we put in one cast?
I mean, you could be
probably
right.
a couple of aneurysms in there just to decorate the bruises and stuff that are going on there.
I really don't want to fall either. So I'm just a little more careful. So you just have to lean a little further than you normally would.
It's not about being
or whatever.
Careful. The wind blows, right? There's crazy.
The wind was not blowing
There's crazy
yesterday.
fucking sparrows out there,
and
they're only this big. All right,
Jack Sparrow.
But they could dive bomb you, and I just don't want to be attacked. I don't want to be attacked by sparrows. That's just where I'm at.
I get it. This weekend was really nice, and I'm glad I did take the time to do all the stuff outside that I wanted to do because I have no idea between now and Christmas what the weather's going to be like. And it's a good thing I did because I noticed that this weekend it's supposed to start turning cooler again. We got another chance of rain. And I'm like, you know what?
Texas for the next 3 months. We're in a pattern of hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yes.
With one, we get that 1 2-month period in summer where it's a disaster.
Yes.
And we get that one week period in February where it's like we saw a snowflake, the entire area shut the
whole
fuck
state
down.
has to shut down because there was a snowflake.
Oh, that was the best thing about going to school up here.
Really?
Excuse me. Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't get out a whole lot back when I was in school.
Yo, I went to school in Houston, all right, up until the 6th grade. No such thing as a snow day. We got a couple of hurricane days once.
Oh, okay.
Once,
okay.
But actually, I think that was during the summertime. So all that did was ruin my time outside.
Now, I remember when I was a kid going to school, little kid, it would be cold as a witch's tit outside, and we still had to go to school. It didn't matter unless we got like.
And that was school both uphill both
ways.
directions. Yeah.
Unless we actually got
boomer.
like 10 inches of snow or something, we went to school every day. And I remember the elementary school that I went to was maybe 3-4 blocks from where we lived, and we walked all the time. It didn't matter what the weather was. I remember walking to and from school
Kids
every day.
Kids today have it easy.
They have no
We
clue.
had to get up early, and I don't like getting up early.
Oh,
But if
no.
it was a hint of snow, we got up early, and we had to put it on one of the 3 major news networks and watch the bottom crawl. And it was in alphabetical order.
Yes.
And I'd get up, turn it on, and it was just right after my school was supposed to be up there.
Right.
So you have to wait
Yes.
and wait.
Yes.
Now you get a text message.
What?
Yeah, they text you.
No.
They text the parents if the school's closed.
Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
yeah.
Oh,
Bing.
my God.
Bing, bing. Oh, your little shithead's not going to school today.
Oh, yeah.
And the
he got
parents-
the message before you did,
Oh,
Mom.
yeah.
So he already knew he wasn't going to school.
And
that's when kids want to get up early.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look.
And as adults, we still have to go to work.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
We don't get snow days from work.
In our area where we
unless
live.
you work at a school.
Yeah, true.
I'm in the wrong profession. I want to be off during the summer. I don't want to work during the holidays. I want to be off by 5 o'clock every day.
I used to live for snow days. And my issue is I just want to go. I'm like, oh, it's cold. I just want to go play.
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult, and as an adult with a not so good job, I don't know if you know or not. I've ever brought it up, but I worked at a fast food restaurant for a while.
No, really?
Yeah, and I was
Okay.
I was a shift manager at that restaurant.
Okay.
And it was actually one that you went to, and this goes back to our meetup story. But in our area, usually
Never remember seeing you there. Ever.
I was hot. You couldn't miss me.
I missed you because I never seen you there.
Oh, it's so weird how close our circle is. It really is.
6 degrees of separation.
But ADHD.
Yes. Anyway.
So
go ahead.
around here, Thanksgiving's usually the first freeze. And that's typical in the football games.
Mhm.
It's a Thanksgiving Day thing, right?
Right.
And at this restaurant I worked at,
Mm-hmm.
it had iced up, and my fucking dumb ass had to go to work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I had little kids to feed, and
So
no
you had to go to
vacation, no
work.
PTO. I had to go to work. I wanted nothing more than to go play in the fucking snow.
That's
But-
what you want to do now, even.
I still do. I know,
yes,
right?
When it snows, you're
But
like,
now-
oh, let's go.
But now we got like adult money with like super cool 4-wheel drives.
we
or
have
side-by-
adult
We
money.
have adult money.
No, we just have, we're not homeless money.
Yeah, okay. Get your point. But we have the side by side. We actually, if you go back on the videos here, you'll go. I posted the video the last time it snowed, and
Yeah, because the last couple of times that it snowed, we actually took my vehicle out
And I
because
was-
it's 4-wheel drive.
I was gonna say the side by side was a little funner, but nothing is like having that fucking heater.
Or them
But
heated
this year-
seats on your butt. Oh, yeah.
But this year, my truck has 4-wheel drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true. So
That's true.
we don't got to run the risk of fucking up the Queen's chariot.
Exactly. You know what? Because I have worked hard my whole entire life, and I'm, on death's door already.
I mean, who
so,
who
so
ain't?
I deserve something nice, at least for, at least till it's paid off. Can we, at least till it's paid off? I don't
I'm
know.
one trip away of running with scissors from being dead. Okay, one.
Just one.
Yeah,
Huh?
stitches ain't gonna do it this time.
Hey, we were talking about snow and all that stuff, and you talking about Thanksgiving and the snow.
Yeah.
Do you remember the I want to say it was probably maybe the last football. No, it wasn't the last football game we went to.
in
But
the old stadium?
in the old
I
stadium,
remember.
it was a Thanksgiving game, And
That was a fun day.
Remember, it snowed.
So if you don't remember, we're obviously Cowboys fans and we're suffering through it again.
Yes.
But the last year they played in old Texas Stadium. And if you remember, Texas Stadium had a hole in it.
Yes.
It was like they're building a dome and they're like, fuck it, stop.
I'm done. I can't work anymore.
It was a Thanksgiving night game. And we were up there, and in the fourth quarter, it started snowing, and then because the snow was coming in through the hole.
Coming in.
That was actually a pretty cool experience.
Cool. And we ended up winning. Just saying.
Yeah, okay, we get lucky every now and then.
That's true.
Being a Cowboys fan has been so fucking hard lately. It's so up and down.
You know say what? that, and I understand. No, I understand that you're like, oh, they could play better. Blah blah blah. Everybody, correct. But I'm going to tell you what,
Say it. I don't like Boy Kickman.
They play better than I could.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
they can't armchair quarterback better than I can.
Well, I mean, they probably could, but
look, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of getting my hopes up at the beginning of a season. I'm tired of hearing a certain individual, and yeah, you got a problem with it, call the show, JJ. I'm tired of hearing
let me get this phone call.
Right. I'm tired of hearing a certain individual be like, yeah, it's our year. Yeah. How about them Cowboys? You enjoyed them 3 Super Bowls. That was like 30 years ago. I'm tired of it.
That's true. It was a long time ago.
It was. My son, my beautiful adult career-ridden son was born right after the last Super Bowl. He don't remember it at all. Right. Well, and he is well into adulthood. Little. He was little, but it's been that long. He's grown up. He graduated high. And this is since the Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. He's grown up.
Graduated high school.
Went into the Air Force.
Joined the military.
Got out of the Air Force. Went to college. Graduated college. And now he's working his career.
Yeah.
That's a fucking long time. But you know what? Let me tell you, the Rangers made up for it.
You know what? I didn't think that I would ever see that.
Ever.
But I don't
know how this went from Thanksgiving to a sports podcast. We're ADHD, but
because we were talking about Thanksgiving and freezing and everything, and then it was like, oh, I remember this one Thanksgiving, that it snowed and we were watching football. That's what it was.
But the Rangers came here a year before I was born. And, we had those two World Series, and they were within one strike of winning 2 games, and it's just like, it's typical Dallas sports luck. Okay. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
We're mediocre. We're a mediocre sports area. Okay.
But the funny thing is, everybody knows our teams.
Oh, and we got the biggest fucking bandwagoners ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes. You know what? Oh. Yes, I get it. And I tell you what I want for Christmas, right?
A Troy Aikman doll?
No.
Oh.
Fuck no. So what I want for Christmas, call me. Call me, boy. You got a problem? Call me.
JJ.
It's been 30 years.
JJ, Boy Cakeman.
It's been 30 years and I'm still holding a grudge.
Oh, you hurt her feelings. Oh.
Well, it was... You know what? I mean, I'm over it.
Don't want to talk about it?
So, no.
Don't want to start crying? He break you down into tears?
No. So, I don't even remember where I was going now. Thanks a lot.
Squirrel.
Oh, I was saying for Christmas, okay? I would love someone who...
Me too.
Could get or has...
Oh, you just wanted to love someone? I just want to love someone.
I know. You just want to touch someone.
Shh. There's the trademark.
Okay. That has a copy of the poster of the 1977 Cowboy roster, where they're all standing
girl, you're
there.
Going back.
That was my first picture of the Dallas Cowboys.
That's it?
And it was so amazing. I mean, we're talking... Danny White, Golden Richards, all these, these wonderful Cowboy players back when football, they loved it. Now they love the money. and they loved the publicity. Back then, they loved
it is
the
a different
game.
game. It is a different game.
And I loved that poster. And I wanted to say that I had it for years and years and years after that. And I'm pretty sure I did. But I don't know what's happened to it over the...
Troy probably came over and took it.
He probably did.
So dumb.
Anyway, if somebody could get me just a copy of that, or have one of the Cowboys bring it over to me.
Hey JJ, you want to make up for all the shit the last non-winning years of fucking 30 years of not winning a Super Bowl?
Bring me something.
Bring Mama June her 1977 Cowboy poster.
Hey, baby, that's when the Cowboys were Cowboys.
I'm gonna go out of my fucking way, and I promise you this. I'm gonna go out of my way to find Troy and get him to sign something to write to you, and I'm gonna see him.
I would take it because everybody knows him.
I'm gonna have him. Can you make this out to my wife? You hurt her feelings 30 years ago.
Can you sign this doll right here?
Right here where you hurt her feelings.
Her heart. Where you broke her heart from being an asshole.
Oh, we're probably getting fucking sued. That's so fuck.
Come on, Troy, call me.
Actually,
I am not scared of you.
We can't be sued because it was a true story.
It absolutely was a true story.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it before. That man probably deals with thousands of people.
I know.
And sooner or later, you got to tell people to fuck off. I'm ready to go home.
I know. And right offhand, I can't think of the other guy who he was with, but I will think about
Jay
it.
Novacek?
No. Oh, no.
Emmett Smith, because those were all the people he rolled with.
He actually died like a couple of years after that or something. Big Samoan guy.
Oh, no,
yes.
I know who you're fucking talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Oh, now I'm going to have to Google that.
He was with him, and that guy, he was fucking huge.
Let me tell you one thing, and seriously.
Oh, my God.
Don't know how this shit got onto sports like this. We were talking about bad holidays. I went to the Dallas Stars game the first year that, it was the first or second year that we got hockey, right?
Okay.
And yeah, introduce hockey to North Texas and nothing, right? Everybody's like, what is that? We're there, and Kevin Gogan, I don't know if you remember him.
I don't know who that is.
Cowboys offensive lineman.
Okay.
Needed 3 seats
down there.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, the name.
I went down there, got his autograph, and shook his hand, and it swallowed. And now look, I don't got the world's biggest hands. Okay.
Well, you definitely got small ankles.
Well, thanks for that.
Hey,
That's
no
a great
problem.
confidence booster.
No problem.
I shook his hand and it gobbled it up to my fucking elbow.
Oh my God.
I'm like, that dude was like there's like Andre the Giant and Kevin Gogan.
Block,
it's
like
fucking
a big,
horrendous.
They're huge. Anyway, yeah, so Boyk was I don't know whatever you want to call his name. He was with this guy. And, and this guy was so big. And those Super Bowl rings that they had on, those things are huge. They're like as big as my fist. They're big. Mm-hmm. And they were on this guy, and it was like, wow, you're a big fucking dude, because it looked tiny. It didn't look tiny. It's still...
All 3 rings.
It was just... I was flabbergasted. So weird. But crazy holidays.
Where did you meet him at?
In Dallas. I was in Dallas. I was in Dallas for work.
Oh, okay.
And so
is that when he was dating Lori Morgan and trying to be a country star? Or
no, I don't think so.
Did he think you was hitting on him? Do you like
No, believe me, I was not. No, I was not hitting on him.
Maybe you should have tried. You might have got a better result.
I actually went to eat at a restaurant, and it turns out that they were there. I didn't even know they were there. I'm not going to lie, because I was there for work. So I went to this restaurant, and I was like, holy fucking shit, look who it is. And I guess they had done a little talk show or something, interview or something there, and so they were signing stuff, and I actually took a napkin from my table up there.
That's why.
I know. They're like,
your snot filled.
It was a brand new napkin off the table.
Here, I just wiped my ass. Will you sign this?
Does that look like poop to you? Is that poop or barbecue sauce? Smell it.
I always try to be. We used to go to a restaurant here where in the city we used to live, and Pantera used to go there all the time. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted to bother people while they were eating.
I get it.
I think that's
they
fucked
weren't
up.
eating, like I said, did
he hold up a sign and it said, "Hey, June, come over here and get an autograph"?
Pretty much. I was not the only person getting their autograph. Like I said, they had just done an interview or something.
Oh, okay.
They were not sitting at a table. They did not have drinks in front of them. They did not have appetizers. They were, you could tell something had gone on. I just, by happenstance, happened to go into this restaurant. Purely accidental, didn't plan it, had no idea.
I get it. But see,
I took this napkin up there, and of course he got this naughty little attitude, and I'm like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. And his tiny little friend is like, I do that. I'm like, hell yeah.
You should have told him. Roger signed it. Danny signed it.
Exactly. Golden Richard signed it.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you remember that football that you got us for?
Yes.
We still have that, don't we?
Yes.
So we ended up with Larry Brown.
I'm not gonna lie.
Jay Novacek's, Marion Barber.
Yes.
Is signed it. And I forget who else is on that football. But where you used to work, Larry Brown, I think it was the last Super Bowl they was in, 28 or 30. He was the Super Bowl MVP, but he ended up just getting a regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill fucking job, didn't he?
And happened to come into where I was working, and I was like,
"You made friends with him?
Holy shit!"
Yeah, that's cool.
It was so cool because he was going to be there for a little while, right?
Yeah.
And we actually lived 3 miles.
You could throw a rock, yeah.
Yeah, 3 miles from where I was working, and I was like, "Hey, I have this Cowboys shirt. Can I run home and get it?" And he's like, "Heck yeah."
Nuh-uh.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so I come home. I still have it. It's hanging in the closet. It's that pink long sleeve Cowboys shirt that I have, and he signed it across there. And I was like, oh, look at this. Look at this.
And he signs it Super Bowl 30 MVP.
So.
But hey, man, if that was your moment to shine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I haven't met a lot of stars. Now, I did tell you real quick.
Either. I'm seriously, I haven't.
Real quick before we end it. I used to work in a bowling alley. We've brought that up, right?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, excuse me. That was horrible. The bowling alley that I worked at was actually across the highway from the old Texas Stadium where the Rangers used to play. The old new ballpark. The new ballpark.
The new old ballpark.
So they would come there and bowl, and they would do it like a charity bowling event. Well, Jose Canseco came there one time.
Wow.
Right? Well, a lot of others, but I distinctly remember Jose Canseco because this motherfucker would basically palm the fucking bowling ball, the 16-pound bowling ball, and it wasn't like bowling. It was more like shot put. He would get up there and run and go to bowl, and he would just do his arm, and it would just half the lane, whew, boom, boom, strike.
Well, maybe he didn't quite know the concept.
I'm sure he knew the concept of bowling. What I figured is his fucking big old mitts in the hole, and he had
he had a shot put it or something.
And that motherfucker, I swear to God, had fucking pythons.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And it's like a big old boy. You don't expect that from a baseball player. You expect it from a football player.
Right. But
yeah, I distinctly remember Jose Canseco up there bowling.
Wow.
But outside of that, man, I don't think I've been out of my way to meet a whole lot of people. That episode where I met Gogan at the Stars game. I really felt like I was bothering him at that time. And now, unless they're there to sign an autograph, I don't go out of my way to get one.
Right.
And
I get it. Now I have, I guess, gone out of my way just a couple of times for autographs. One of them I did not get.
Taylor Swift.
And he crushed my part of my heart for him.
Was this the convention you went to?
Convention?
Didn't you go to the X-Files convention?
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. So I have met a few other stars.
Well, you don't remember that? That was like the highlight of your life.
Oh,
you
my
used to be
God.
such an X-Files fan.
They had a jacket there that I wanted so fucking bad. so fucking bad. It was like $300.
Oh, and that was in like 1972.
It was way back in the day, yes. And oh my God,
You
I
wanted
wanted
that?
it so bad. And I could have got it bought for me. And I was like, no, I'm not spending that amount of money. But yeah, so yeah, I actually did get to meet a few more stars or
That's
whatever.
cool. But anyway,
Yeah. But I try not to go out of my way to bother people. You're right. Except for Charlie Pride. I did.
Oh my
I
God.
did do
This is-
that a little bit.
this is the last story I'm going to tell. Okay, the last one. Oh my God. A friend of mine at his job, he got the city of Arlington.
Yes.
He got tickets to sit in their suite for a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
And we get up there and we're sharing the suite with some other people. And right next to us, through a glass partition, is the owner's suite. So it's the city suite, the owner's suite.
Uh-huh.
And sitting in the owner's suite was Charlie Pride.
And if y'all don't know who Charlie Pride is, you're not old like me, but you totally should look him up and check out his music because
he's passed now. He's no longer with us.
I know, but his music and it was amazing. He was amazing.
Well, we were sitting there. It was through glass. We could see him. And so you're making the hand gesture on the, it's not a playbill. It's
It was the
the thing that has all the game times on it, whatever, in the roster, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long story short. So she's trying to be like, hey, will you autograph this? And he looks right at her in those doe eyes. And he's like, nope.
Speaking of doe, I forgot that I was going to tell Gatchy's mom that we're changing her name. I'm
Okay.
glad to, okay.
All right. Can I finish?
So, yes, please finish.
So we're in the suite with this other guy. And he's like, I used to be, ex-Secret Service and all this. I'm like, yeah, cool story, bro, right? And so he disappeared. And then I look over and he's in the suite with Charlie Pride and he's getting his autograph. And he comes back and he hands it to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, I just walked in there and asked. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who does that? By the time the game had ended, did you notice when we left, there were security guards posted at the fucking owner suite?
Yeah, he was like, don't
Like,
be bothering me no more. But he wrote to
dude.
me. He wrote to my name
Yeah,
and
he
everything.
probably thought he was about to be murdered. I would have filled it out to
He's
your
like,
whole fucking family.
Yes. No
Want some
problem.
blood? Here's $10. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, so,
That was crazy.
But I didn't really bother him on that. But I did get his autograph. And as far as I know, I mean, it's probably in a box somewhere, maybe.
Probably.
I mean, I'm a hoarder, apparently. And so I keep stuff like that.
Well,
it
we
means
appreciate
stuff
you
to me.
listening to this episode. Don't forget to go over to magicmind.com/
Always
right and use our code MEANDMRS, MEANDMRS for 56% off of your first subscription or 20% off of your first purchase.
Yes.
And it does help us out if you order using our code. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints go to Trevor the intern. Oh, yeah. We'd also like to thank Roadcat Media for producing this week's episode. If you have any video or audio needs, please email them at roadcatmedia@gmail.com.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Nope. It's X now. I'm
yes,
sorry.
you are.
I'm sorry. I always forget that. And
Elon-
YouTube.
Elon Musk uses FKA Twitter.
What?
FKA,
What?
formerly known as.
Okay. I
see
got
what you did there.
I see
And
what
help
you
support this podcast by ordering using our product code or becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/meandmrsalwaysright. There you will get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes.
got. Sweet.
Hey, we appreciate you sticking with us. I know
Sorry,
it was an up and down topic. Next week's episode comes out the day before Thanksgiving, and I have
Oh God.
a Thanksgiving story for you.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, and I typically don't tease
Oh,
next week's
wait. I
episode. What?
know what this story is.
You do.
Okay.
And I typically don't tease next week's episodes because I usually have no fucking idea. But this time I do.
Okay.
And it was probably the greatest Thanksgiving I ever had.
Nice.
So yeah, check us
We
out
love
next
the
week.
holidays.
No, we don't. You love the holidays.
I love the holidays.
I like crawling up in a corner and hiding.
Okay, it's fine. It's
all right.
fine.
I love you, baby.
I love you too, honey.
All right. You have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merle.
I love Merle.